Hell yeah. Nasty, nasty. 69 Chevelle, 460. Wien, I think that's how you pronounce it. 671 blower. I think I read in the description, dual 850 Holley pumpers, double pumpers, 4-barrel. Pretty sick. That was the football game. But anyway, yeah, there was some ass whoopings today and some upsets, man. I love sports, so my Cowboys are out, so but I'm still a sports fan. But anyway, welcome to another saga of, no, we're not going to have to defend ourselves for now. And we're going to get back to regular scheduled Muggy Maniac programming, which is, yes, preaching, but teaching, okay, learning, applying, and the most important thing, do your freaking homework, people. Quit, stop being lazy, please. Come on now. That's where all of this bullshit is coming from, is because people are just too damn lazy, man. If you're a lazy fucker, excuse my language, okay, Muggy gets fired up about this shit, but if you're a lazy fucker, don't waste your time with Nitro. Nitro is for guys that want to roll up their sleeves, get some dirt under their fingernails, okay, like this right here, okay. See, there's the Nitro guy. He's stirring his cup of espresso or whatever, his nitro juice, fuel, and you know, look, dirty nails. I mean, and this guy is, you know, he's gonna put in the work. And see this little girly sissy lala electric RC guys, E-words, yeah, see, pussies. Okay, so they're not doing, you know, the work. Well, I don't want to say they're doing the work, because, you know, that's, I'm sure they're doing the work, but they're lazy. Okay? So anyway, stop being lazy, man. Do your homework, do your research, you know, make sure the resources and the people that you are going to are legit. Not just, you know, like I said in my last videos, some backyard mechanic, you know, some backyard, you know, whatever guy. I mean, what's the guy's credibility? Because a bunch of people said, okay, sure, that's important, but what about some professional, like legit credentials? That's why I chose Lance. Like I said, FYI, you guys know or don't know, I was talking to Lance and networking with him for 2 years prior to I sent my first motors to him. Engines. Okay? I didn't just like, okay, you know, I heard this guy does good work, let me try him out. I've never done that. I go and basically I'm giving, you know, people over the phone interviews, asking questions, picking their brain, checking some other people, you know, what do they think, you know, and so on. Okay, so I don't want to turn this video into, you know, let's throw some more, you know, people can do bad all by themselves. They sure in the hell don't need my help. Okay, so, you know, I'm just going to continue to keep it real, tell the truth, and just be as open as I can, and I don't care what people think. You know what I'm saying? The Muggy Maniac doesn't give a shit what people think, what people say. Unlike most people on YouTube are trying to chase that, you know, that validation, you know, that you know, let me look at how many subs I can get. Who cares? I make an honest living. I don't need YouTube to pay me nothing. I know there's perks and benefits from people plugging certain companies or whatever. You know, this guy hooks me up. And you know, to say that that doesn't ever happen to me, Lance is hooking me up. Okay, by the way, that Pico P3.28 that he's my next one that he's going to be modding, we're going to get it here first, sometime next week. Okay, from my brother from another mother, Nitro Brother for Life, 1/5 RC, and you know, we're gonna open it up, and I'm gonna show you, just like I'm gonna show you a few engines right here, that possibly both of these are gonna get modded by Lance at rcrenew, or I might send one. I don't know, because really, you know, there's other motors that I have, especially .21s, that if I wanted to get back into racing, or if I do, I can. You know, these are pretty brand new. You know, and the stock just doesn't do anything for me anymore, man. I don't know. That's just me. If stock does something for you and it gets you off, gets you, floats your, then go, you know, if it tickles your fancy, whatever they, you know, then go for it. Me, it doesn't, man. I know the difference. People that don't think that this because they have never ran a real quality modified engine. Guaranteed, if you have a badass modified engine that's modified by somebody legit, you will be. That's why I tell you guys over and over again, get a motor before you mod it, break it in and run it stock. Run it just, you know, as long as you stay under a gallon, like I said, you're good. So and I've done it. So I'm talking from experience. That's how I know the difference. Now, okay, I never had a stock Pico P3.28, or I would have known the difference. And there wouldn't have been any. And you will see this one. I might break in this one too, because I've never ran a bone, you know, granted that the one that, you know, RB Mods did really isn't modded. So it's basically stock, you know. Yeah, there is a little bit of crank work, you know, that's it. It's the only thing that got modded. So anyway, shout out to all Muggy Maniacs, Buggy Maniacs, Truggy Maniacs, even Monster Truck Maniacs, yeah. Monster Trucks, along with their Nitro, still, they're just headaches. If you like headaches, and you like a lot of unnecessary maintenance, then get a Monster Truck. Deal with pull starts and rotor starts if you like headaches and spending most of your time messing with them. Or get a race truggy or buggy, race kit, build it, whatever, get it used, okay, and, you know, learn that way. You don't need to get an RTR to learn. They're designed for people to learn on, but you don't need to. There's plenty of guys that I know that just skip straight to race kits. Their first whip they ever owned was a race kit. I mean, they don't know anything else. That's what I wish I could have done. I'm glad I didn't spend too much time with the XTM, you know, because it's an RTR. This is an RTR. This is a scrub whip. I have a one-of-a-kind, discontinued, they don't make them anymore, scrub whip. You know, yes, it's badass, and I've never said that scrub whips weren't badass. I never said that an RTR wasn't badass. I never said that at all. All I stated was that it's designed, and I'll continue to beat this into people, an RTR is designed for the newbie. Designed for the rookie. Okay? If me not saying scrub makes you feel better, then subconsciously somehow, then whatever. I mean, it is what it is, you know. But it's badass. But this thing's upgraded to the hill. It's got every bell and whistle made for the XTM Mammoth ST, 2000 and I think it's 2005. RTR stadium truck. I call it a muggy because it's not really a truggy. You guys seen the original tires. I've showed them to you guys plenty of times, I think. Did I got this thing taped up? I got it taped up right now. They're in here. I'm not going to dig them out. I guess I could, but we got too many things to do right now. I don't want to turn this into another hour video, even though it might end up an hour video anyway. So, you've seen me run. Oh, by the way, that '69 Chevelle, man, that's on my bucket list. I love, for your information, the Muggy Maniac. I love muscle cars, man. Bad. But there's only certain years that I like. The older ones, like that '69, that thing's clean. Or a '69, '68. I was born in '68 because I'm an old fart. I wouldn't mind having a '68 Chevelle either. Mostly I like the Super Sports. The Super Sports, which came with cowl induction. Those of you that know anything about cars or muscle cars, cowl induction hoods were very, very rare. And it was a little flap on the top of the hood that popped open. Like it was cool because my buddy had an El Camino, 71 El Camino, a cowl induction working hood. And when the car is sitting, you know, not turned on, the little flap is up. And that flap, if you lift underneath the hood, it's got this cutout or this like a molding in underneath the hood. So when it closes, when you close the hood, it goes over the air cleaner. Okay, it fits over the air cleaner because those stock had a round, big old round, frickin' plate-looking, saucer-looking air cleaner. So anyway, and it, you know, it was an air. It's called cowl induction. It was an air induction basically. But so when those flaps, when the car's turned off, the flaps are up. Okay, as soon as you turn the car on, the flap goes down. Now it was badass is when you were driving it and you would punch it and get on it, that little flap would go whoop whoop. It was pretty cool. But anyway, anything Super Sport, most of the Super Sports had the cowl induction option, but they're very rare. I wouldn't mind having an El Camino Super Sport cowl induction working hood. One of those Chevelles like that with the cowl induction hood. I forgot what year. I think it was all the 70s or 71s. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure. But anyway, I love muscle cars, especially with a blown motor in it. That thing is nasty. I would love to hear that thing just whap get on it. He brapped it a little bit, but man, that thing is just, you can hear it just what that's just, man, that gives me like a freaking morning wood watching that shit because I'm a gearhead. Anyway, let's get back to, like I said, regular schedule programming. Oh, by the way, we're going to talk a little bit about the Tekno. I've got a few things that I'm doing to this. We're going to do a little revamping because there's, you know, it's used. Okay? Good shape. Clean shape. But there's some things that I got to change. I thought by changing the little hinge pin carriers in here that it would eliminate the play, but it's the arms. See that? I mean, too much slop. Too much slop. I mean, you can just see it. Look at it. See it down in there? Look it down in there. So I'm going to replace all the arms. This doesn't have titanium turnbuckles. I'm going to do the same thing basically that I did to my NT 48.3. I've already got the top aluminum top plate. I've got the rear brace for the buggy. Okay, it has the MTC that they carry for this, but we're going to put titanium turnbuckles on it. And I have the aluminum, the 70-75 big ass beefy aluminum drive shafts, like the ones I have in the Truggy here. Man, you think these Teknos are smooth with your stock drivetrain? Wait till you put aluminum, if you put aluminum ones on here. Man, these things are... And it's rotating mass, people. Do your homework. Lighter, okay? It is thicker, so it's pretty strong, okay? But because it's lighter, less weight, rotating mass, better drive, longer run times, better fuel mileage, just everything smoother, the whole deal. Okay, so that's the same thing that we're going to be doing to this one, and the titanium turnbuckles, and then, and then I am replacing the arms. I'm going to try to find carbon fiber. I'm going to need to find another pair for the, unless I can fix these. It's going to be kind of hard because these broke off on the bottom. These are the carbon fiber mud guards for the Tekno. I think they look sick, better than the plastic, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to re-drill them. We'll see. Anyway, I'll get to that later. So anyway, this is my new shout out list. Okay, and if you read that, shout out to Men in Nitro, keeping it 100% real. These are guys that aren't faking the funk. If you heard of that expression, they're not being fake. They're keeping it real. Including me. Shout out to these guys. Nitro Nation, Nitro RC Addict. Go check. These are the guys I recommend checking their channel out. These are the only guys that I've seen on YouTube, okay, besides others that have been around forever, but these are the new and up and coming, and some of them have been around. They're keeping it real all the time. And actually their content is, I like watching it, okay? They're not, talking trash about people. They're just keeping everything real. Nitro Nation, Canada guy, I know his last name's Lucas. Forgot his first name. I'm bad with names. Nitro RC Addict, Elite RC, 1/5 RC, Gearhead Addict, Just Joe, Floyd Brewer, still in the lead in the contest. I haven't seen anybody else put up anything, any badass RTR. So I don't know. Sherman, go check this guy out. That guy's, keeping everything real, learning, plugging away. He's very teachable and very open. That's one thing I like about a lot of these guys, especially the newer guys. And then also, Kawaii Man, that guy too. Good kid, check him out. Always running his stuff, doing his thing, And the special shout out, obviously, rcrenew, only modifying company I recommend. Special shout out to Lance Hedman. Lance Hedman, man, that guy doesn't blow smoke up nobody's ass. Never did to me. He just kept everything real, man. And he's just not a shit talker, That's why a lot of people don't know too much about him and everything, because he's not one of those guys like a lot of these modders that just talk trash. And it's funny because half of them don't even know what they're doing. This guy worked for Pico. Lance, he worked for Alpha. So I said Alpha motors are garbage. I was thinking about him. Lance didn't recommend them. He said they're pieces of junk. The internals on them are shit. He worked for them, did distribution for them. So he knows a lot about the Alphas. And that's why I was saying, he was telling me that Ryan Lutz actually didn't use the internals in the inside. He used novarosi internals because he knew Ryan Lutz had enough sense. And those are his his name on them anyway. He had enough sense. He knew that those Alpha motors, the internals were garbage, and they would eventually just give out. So he never ran the internals on them. And that's what a lot of guys in racing do. There's a lot of guys in racing, cutting corners. You guys heard of the Mayfield thing? And there's a lot of guys, because they don't check, just like the rest of people, a lot of people out there. Nobody checks their shit, man. They just go by what people say. Oh, yeah, he said it's good, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, he's credible. Really? I don't trust nobody. Okay, except for my family members and a few people. And obviously God. By the way, shout out to Eastside RC. Go check him out, man. That guy's doing his thing, and he gets persecuted a lot, so I can relate to him. I made a comment about, I get persecuted left and right ever since I've been doing the channel, because people don't like the fact that I just don't hold any punches. I don't blow smoke up nobody's ass. I don't candy coat it, sugar coat it. I keep it 100% real. And people don't like that because the truth hurts. And sometimes it hurts pretty bad. But hey, like I always tell you guys, if the shoe fits, wear it. Okay? If what I say applies to you, then hey, take it to heart, man. Because I'm not just saying shit, I'm telling you the truth. But if it doesn't apply, then just let it fly. Don't worry about it. I'm here. I want to get along with everybody, man. I don't want to have to do these videos and defend myself. But like I said, I will not back down from nobody. Nitro Turd, Potato Head, nobody. Mr. You know who. Mr. Foss, okay, these guys that want to come at me with their bullshit and their weak-ass evidence and their weak-ass excuses and their sorry weak-ass evidence of nothing, you know, I won't stand for that shit. I don't care. So if you guys don't like what I say, this is not for children, definitely. Okay, this is nitro porn that's going to be coming out of this cave, man. This is, you know, the new cave is, you know, getting dialed in. You know, I did the little game section here. I found a place for that. You know, my Star Wars thing up there. Still not sure about this right here. You know, I took a lot of these pictures and put them on this side. It just fit the decor. I don't know about the dog. Yes, I love dogs, and I had Labrador Retrievers. We used them for hunting. Black Labs, never golden. But still, you know, I just think the dog things, I don't know. I'm not too much on the dog thing, but, you know, the surfboard thing, I don't know. I might end up taking it out. It just kind of makes the room feel, you know, closed in, I guess. But it's okay for now. I think it's kind of cool. It's different. It's a longboard, you know. What else? Moved the shelves around, obviously, as you've seen. You know, did some movement around there. We got that magazine. I mean, not the magazine rack turned into all. This is all my, you know, all my RC manuals, owner manuals. You know. By the way, ZD Racing rims and tires. You get all 4 of them mounted. That's about when they run out of Badlands, this is about the closest you're gonna get right there. And it's a pretty good tire pattern. I like it. And you can get all 4 of these rims and tires glued on and everything. $40, I believe. And they're not any heavier. I mean, just a slight little bit heavier than the DE Racing rims with the Badlands. You know, and I think the style's kind of cool. You know, obviously nothing really can replace, you know, Badlands. Badlands are just Badlands. You know, they're the best bashing rims or tires that they make. And I've got another, I'm going to get 2 more pair of these and another set of Badlands for the buggy. But anyway, so I set that up and, you know, put all my owner's manuals in there. I changed these shelves around because I didn't like it way high up there like that. I think it looks better like that. This one, I'm going to probably keep it like that because I think it's pretty cool. I like the Grand Central Station. And I just worked around it. I obviously put that board up there. I don't know if it's too high, but that's all my business cards from other, you know, dealers, RC dealers. But, oh, and check this out. What is under here? Oh, snap-a-roni. What the hell is that, Muggy? Homemade chicken enchiladas, homemade beans, homemade rice. Oh, but wait a minute. We're missing something. I mean, if that ain't gearhead shit right there, if that ain't a wrench head, got his Mexican plate right on his frickin' rollaway. Look, we got the MP, we got some Lucas grease, we got some CRC. Oh, we even got the Blue Magic. But you know what we're missing? What condiment we're missing? I'll tell you. See, down in here, this is the Muggy, let me see if I can turn my light on so you guys can see. Oh, there you go. This is the, underneath there, and I know I have it somewhere. Oh, shit. What kind of sick gearhead keeps the Tapatio in his tool chest? This one does. The Muggy Maniac. That's who. Sucker. Alright, so let's cover that back up. See if it might be. It'll probably be cold by the time we get into this video. Ah, and my princess. My baby. My beautiful daughter. Okay, her and my youngest one, they went to, I guess it was an anime show in LA. So we'll see what kind of good is she. And my birthday's next week, so she said she's got a surprise for me. I told her, well, I hope it's Resident Evil, because I need some more Resident Evil stuff. You know, she just gave me the Zelda hat. My youngest daughter gave me this. It's, I guess, Dante from Devil May Cry. It's a sword or something. It's a pretty badass keychain, you know. She got that for me. And my daughter got me this. Blade of Chaos. What do you guys know about that? What do you know about the Blades of Chaos? A lot of you guys don't, but I bet some of you guys do. That's a badass keychain. And then we even have this. I forgot I had this from Battlefield. Some kind of money clip thing. Anyway, so we're doing the upgrades to this. So we'll get all brand new arms. By the way, how it works with Tekno is you got to call them or go online, request that you want to have your whatever parts replaced, and they're going to send you, I think I have it, so I don't know what I did with it, I have it somewhere. They're going to send you the form that you fill it out, and then what you do is you send it back to them. They you send it, you put your parts in an envelope, pay for the shipping. For me it's cheap because they're local, they're like an hour from here. Send them the stuff, and then what they do is they send you a code via your email, and all you do is you use that code, and that gives you 50% off of whatever it is that you're purchasing. So like for instance these arms, a brand new set of arms, they're like 15, 16 bucks a pair. So it would cost me $30 to replace all 4 A-arms on the Tekno buggy. But because I send these old ones in, it'll cost me $15. So I'll have basically 50% off. The coupon thing will be 50% off of whatever I purchase. Well, basically purchasing my arms or whatever you send in. So it would only cost me 15 and some change for all 4 arms brand new. So what's going to cost me a lot on it, on this thing, is the titanium turnbuckle upgrades. They were like 60, 70 bucks just for these 4 on the Tekno Truggy. Okay, so, but the only one that I probably won't have to worry, I'm not going to worry about is this. I mean, I guess I can, but I'm not really going to worry about it. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. I'm going to give you guys a couple tips, but first I want to get into the meat and potato of this video, which is me pulling apart these 2 engines. You are looking at the P5, Novarosi P5, okay, and the other engine you're looking at is the Elite 5, okay. These 2 Novarosi engines. Let me see if I can put that there. I don't know. Can you guys see like that? Or I wonder if it would be better if I try to do it like this. But I don't know if I can lean the camera down any, because I don't want it to fall. Let's see if this works. I don't know if you, can you guys see what I'm doing? Kinda. Or maybe we'll do it like this. This will probably be better. Yeah, because you guys can see that better. Alright, so what we have here is we have the Novarosi Elite 5. Okay, this motor right now brand new, I think they're like $1.75. Correct me if I'm wrong. The P5s are like $1.60. So these are about pretty comparable prices. But I'm really haven't took a closer look. I've noticed a few things when I took them apart, and I wanted to see what the differences is, because these motors are pretty identical. I mean, we can look at the block. There's the P5 block. It's got standard steel bearings. I might end up just eventually putting ceramic. I think I'm just gonna. I know Just Joe ordered a bunch of these, the ones that I gave him the part number. I have ceramic bearings in a few of my engines, and I forgot the name of the company, but they make them for the Novarosi. And the Novarosi 28.8 Rex Legend bearings are the same exact size as the LRP .32 bearings. So, if you order one or the other, they'll fit in both of them. Okay? But you can get them for like 25, 30 bucks. Like if you want to get a good pair of ceramic bearings, you're going to spend about 100 bucks. But there is some decent ones out there for about 50 bucks or so. So anyway, if you look at this engine, I mean, there's not really, much to it. I think it looks pretty similar, although I can tell you, as far as the metal wise, if you look at it, this 5 looks a little bigger for some reason. I'm probably just seeing things. I mean, look at, there's the back. Remember, this is the Elite 5 here, and this is the P5. This is the purple-headed P5. Okay. Now, if you're going to take apart motors, and I don't recommend this, okay, this is my disclaimer. Don't do this if you don't have at least a year's experience running and maintaining sealed back motors. So if you're a guy that's got tons of experience in pull starts or motor starts, don't even do what I'm showing you. This is something, or if you do it, just be careful and, watch videos, do some homework, do your studying. When you pull apart a motor, this is like doing a test. So you need to do your homework if you want to pass the test of pulling apart a motor, because if you put it together wrong, or if you pull it together wrong and don't know what you're doing, excuse my language, but you will fuck your motor up. You could throw a rod. There's a lot of things that can happen. I'm only showing this because me personally, I want to take a look at it. But I got a disclaimer because I don't want people, newbies pulling apart their motors and then blaming me because they put it together wrong or backwards. I've seen some crazy shit. But anyway, go watch Mike Cruddick. Go watch, Ryan Lutz does something